And also, I'd like to welcome Honorable Mayor Ekpomo Kumo. I don't know if I got the name right. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Ekpomo, okay. Okay. Thank you. We are happy to have you as well while we wait for Mrs. Folashade as well. So today
Folashade is already there.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I would also like to welcome Honorable Princess Folashade Arishe.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are happy to have you again. We had a great time when we were at Undo State, and I love you. I love your energy and your vibes. So we are happy and glad to have you once again.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
we know that all the people that we have here, they are capable and they are people that can inspire other people and mentor other people, persons with disability on how to go about with leadership. We don't want to wait until when a month to election before we now start talking. Yes,
we cannot hear you. It's too noisy. We cannot hear you. Folashade.
High level disability.
Hello, can you hear me now?
We should unmute ourselves, please.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Please unmute yourself if you are not talking.
Hello, my guys. I'm the president of Disability Matter.
Folashade.
Yes, sir. I'm just from the vehicle to enter my office. Sorry.
So
okay, you can continue.
We are happy to have you, and we know that it will not be a waste of time. We know that we'll all live with something, and we know that today we are going to learn valuable things that will help us, especially when it comes to persons with disability and leadership. We need our people to be at the helm of affairs when they can influence policies, they can take decisions, because the more we have there, the more we can make life better for every other person within the community. So we are happy to have you, and we know that we are going to have a very good engagement. Also, like I earlier said, we'll take some time to launch our accessibility reports on physical facilities within the tertiary institutions. The report, we did a report, we carried out a survey, and we did a report, and you don't want to, the situation is quite pathetic, and we need to talk about it. So we need to make noise about this. We can't just allow, because if people are excluded in terms of education, they are not empowered. We know how much education goes when it comes to empowerment. So we are happy to have you. I would like our executive director, Mr. Yinka Olaito, to have the floor. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, and thank you, everyone.
Good morning.
Of person with disability, and thank you, Honorable Mayor, SSA General Duty to Bayelsa State Governor. We are so proud to have you, and thank you for always being there. So we go straight to the facility accessibility assessment launching, and why is that important to us? One of the things that we do and that we think about is everybody has a right. Everybody has their own right. And if you say there's a right to education, we need to quickly assess if that right is guaranteed. And for persons with disability and potential students with disability, we felt that, in fact, we've read a lot of story about, particularly the Edo State chairperson for Jonapi, did a story of how she had to leave university because the environment was that conducive. So we embarked on this last year to find out what is the situation report in most of our tertiary institutions. It's not only tertiary institution, it's not only university, anything post-secondary. And we took samples from almost everywhere across the 6 geopolitical zone. We wanted to find out from person with disability in the universities or tertiary institution, staff of the tertiary institution, person without disability, student without disability, what are the things that are there and what is not there. And in our findings, we discovered that persons with disability in Nigeria encounter numerous barriers despite the domestication of several international and national laws, including the United Nations Convention on the Right of Persons with Disability and African Charter on Human Rights of Persons with Disability, and even our ADAPTA Act 2018. The executive summary, because you just want to give us, is already online. We will share the link immediately so that people can download and see that report on their own fully. All right, so this is the report. In the executive summary, we discovered that the disability relevant legislation exists to secure basic rights, including schooling, medical care, and protection against discrimination, but they have failed to ensure proper implementation. This study highlights how accessibility remains a major problem in Nigeria educational institutions. The enforcement of accessibility standards in 2023 remain insufficient despite existing public and private institution regulation. We'll also discover along the line that there are a lot of things to be done, and the research has 3 goals. We want to find out if there are policies in Nigeria higher institution that support inclusion. We also want to find out if we use descriptive quantitative to actually look at that. Our findings reveal that institutions maintain policies, that most of Nigeria tertiary institutions have policies that support that they are very inclusive and they want to be inclusive, or they have inclusive facility environment in place in policy and physical accessibility. But the problem with most of the challenges is the fact that physical facility of Nigerian education serve as barrier preventing students with disability from accessing necessary spaces around. While some institutions have made progress in accessibility provision, most educational facilities still lack essential accessibility standard. The research underscored the need to be deliberate in implementing universally accessibility technology, raise funding for accessibility issues, and all that. At the end of the day, because we just want to bring that to you, and then we go into it. You will find within the thing this geopolitical zone by represented. We have a person with disability. It didn't come back very well.
Grammar to sure.
Hello, please mute. Availability of disability accommodation. Only about 29% say that they do have something for accessible disability accommodation, while the majority say the schools do not have anything like that. In terms of quota for admission of students with disability, only about 40% say they have on paper that they want to actually admit students with disability. But in terms of implementation, majority even say there's not even that thing in their school handbook to show that they wanted to accommodate a student with disability. In terms of availability of sport games or sport facility for persons with disability, only 21% of the tertiary institutions across the geopolitical zone say that they have ramps accessible to persons with disability. 59.1% indicated the presence of sidewalks that their institution automated doors were wide enough and all that. So in terms of institutional policy, most of them, 50% of the schools that we had interaction with, they did say that they have policy on paper, which shows that they really wanted to, but in terms of compliance on paper, they have policy that seems that they want to be inclusive. But the challenges is that many institutions still lack basic accessibility features such as ramp, automated doors, side elevators, and all that. Limited access to suitable restroom for persons with disability, limited instruction on how to go by it, limited facility for some of them. Our recommendation is the fact that we advocate for disability service desk in many of these higher institutions so that at least when they have a disability service desk, they will be able to at least somebody will be there that is trained, that will be able to listen to a person with disability and find out their unique need. You know that person with disability have different unique need. Institutions are physically accessible to foster inclusive environment for students with disability. This system will provide tailored accommodation such as priority housing, accessible course material, assistive technology to meet the unique need of students. Our conclusion is that despite policy like that physical infrastructure in many Nigeria tertiary institutions remain inaccessible. Many Nigeria higher institutions remain inaccessible to students with disability. While some institutions have made progress, many still fall short of required standards. They finally underscore the urgent need for increased investment in disability-friendly infrastructure, stricter enforcement of accessibility law, and continuous monitoring of compliance with Nigeria educational institution. Thank you for this. Is that we therefore from this end declare this this uh, this report launched, and then we will from this day, as we talk, we will put the link where you can download this report to actually sit down with it and see. And I'm happy that we have great people here who can help us amplify this. We really appreciate everyone. So thank you. That is it. We will drop everybody, and thank you for everyone that is here. Now, for today, Disability Rights webinar series is to talk about issues that affect
Hello. Hello.
Honorable Mohamed Abba Isa is the Senior Special Assistant to the President on special need and equal opportunity, and is a man that is well versed and passionate about issue of person with disability. We also have Honorable Folashade Arishi. Honorable Folashade Arishi is very vocal when it comes to issues of persons with disability. She had contested the election at our local government, and she had shared with us in some of our field trip in Ondo State. I love her story, how she was dogged in contesting for election in our local government, how she faced a lot of discrimination, stereotypes, and many like that. And so I believe that we should talk about this. What we normally do, our all our events like this are recorded so that we can share them online. We always have a YouTube channel where we record. So the number that is here, sometimes we are not bothered because we know the number of people who go on later to go and watch the video on demand because they're always on our YouTube channel. We have an online YouTube channel. We have the media side of it, what we call inclusive media broadcast, through which we promote things that has to do with inclusion, disability inclusion, their rights and policies in Nigeria. And then, not the least, Honorable Mayor. Honorable Mayor has been a very good person, a very good friend of the House, and we are happy he doubles as chairperson for Bayelsa State donor bill. And she had shared experience at different levels.
Hello?
In most cases, they do not know what to do, or they were not given the kind of, because there's a provision for a minimum number, and therefore we asked them to join. Their leader has joined, and I said they can learn from this. Particularly, election is 2027. We don't have to wait until when it is 2 months old, and then you now post a poster. Anybody, any strategic politician will not wait until that time. And that's why we said we should start that conversation. So thank you, everybody, once again. We go straight to Honorable Abba Isha to share his experience. And thank God it's being recorded. It's going to be fully edited and put on our YouTube channel where most people come back to come and listen to it again. Welcome, sir, Honorable Mohamed Abba Isha, as you take the floor.
Good morning, everyone.
Honest, sir. Please use your mic, your video.
No, let me. I think you have seen my picture. I think I greeted everyone. The network will be
going
the place where I am. The network is very bad. If I off the video,
no, because we want to take your picture as you are speaking. So then let's just show it once and then you go on.
Yes. Thank you so much. So let me first commend your organization for the good effort you have been doing in promoting the issue affecting persons with disability. Before I go into the main discussion, I want to commend you for this research work. Why? Because what I can say, the research work make my office work more easily. Why? Because you have discussed and came out with a very strong, actionable recommendation. And I'm sure you is part of the mandate that Mr. President gave me to be collecting recommendation and report affecting person with disability to his table for implementation. So what I'm trying to say here, after the meeting, we'll find a way whereby you can represent the report to me so that I can take it up for proper implementation. The reason why I'm saying that we have a lot of research work. We have a lot of research work. It is research that can assist government to implement most of the policies. If you didn't have a research, you will never understand the nitty-gritty, the barrier that is facing persons with disability. And this research, it has an instrument, it will serve as a tools for government to implement. I'm sure you, this is my duty, is part of the mandate that Mr. President gave me to liaise and work with the organization of persons with disability, to liaise and work with the ministry, department, agencies of government, subnational, that is governors, traditional institutions, religious leader, faith-based, to work with them to ensure their policy plan up and program is all inclusive. And whatever they are doing, they should include persons with disability. This is the mandate. And Mr. President is very passionate about the issue of persons with disability. That is the essence why he created my office. And he gave me a mandate. But the issue where we are having issue is the coordination or reporting mechanism. My office, I have to make it clear for us to understand before we go into the details.
Please mute.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, no, somebody was talking.
Okay, you can hear me now, ba?
Yes, sir.
My office is responsible for the implementation of the Renew Hope agenda of persons with disability.
Who is talking? I will mute you. Abiodun, I will mute.
And can you hear me? Hello.
Hi.
Hello, can you hear me, Director?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, go ahead.
So having said that, I want to commend the Center for Disability and Inclusion of Africa for organizing this. And the issue of political participation and engagement for persons with disability are crucial, very, very crucial in ensuring the right and interest for persons with disability. For us to achieve this, we need to come together, and everybody must play his own role according to the tune. Why? Because let me talk about the key Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry, it's the network.
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, you are back, but your voice was going up and up.
Persons with disability, they are facing a multiple challenge when it comes to inclusion participation, right from the voting up to the election. Why? Because if you look at party has a role to play, individual has a role to play. The reason why I'm saying that, we have an institutional framework. Nigeria, they are signatory to the United Nations Convention of Rights of Persons with Disability. And Electoral Act has talked about political participation. Discrimination Against Persons with Disability Provision Act has talked of political participation of persons with disability. Upon all the advocacy and creating awareness and protest By statistics data show that all in the 309 senators, there is no persons with disability. In the 109 Senate, and in the 360, there is no persons with disability. In the governors, there is no person with disability. Go to the chairman and other thing. Why is this so that? This is a question. We have all what it takes. We are part of institutionalization. If you look at the reason why I'm saying, if you come to the government part, the government has provided an enabling playing ground for persons with disability, right from political. When we are talking of political participation, we are talking about both the elective and appointing position. We, Mr. President, want to see that persons with disability are occupy the seat of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, House of Reps, and order. But for us, we need to strengthen the policy. We need to align the policy so that to be all inclusive for the implementation. One, we have a national leader for persons with disability that was elected in the convention. His duty is to make sure that he aligns and he promotes the including of persons with disability right from political and elective position and identify the gap. Why is it possible for him to report to the government and engage with the organization of persons with disability and other relevant body? We have it. We have a representative of a persons with disability in House Committee chairman for legislative. Whenever there is policy that need legislative to have a quota for persons with disability, he will make it do and he will implement it. We are working hand in hand to reform the policy. I'm giving you the angle that all the indices that government has already provided is for us to push and implement. Government has provided a national commission for persons with disability. Safeguard the life and privilege, social welfare of persons with disability, both from political, health, education, everything, and is fully funded. The commission is not only the commission is not only just make for that, it's make to fulfill the right of persons with disability. You can see this all instrument government has provided. And do you know that one of the UN committee person for the whole Africa is from Nigeria? And Nigeria, they are giant of Africa in times of disability. Based on the mapping, recently Nigeria adopted regional action plan for all the ministers in the West Africa for disability inclusion. All this and this is for the whole 15 African states for the member state for the Africa. It is only Nigeria that have SSF on disability. And none of them that have that National Commission for Persons with Disability. All this make a framework. And Nigeria, they are one of the African countries that signed African Charter for the right of human right for persons with disability. This all indices all in display. But how are we going to leverage, foster collaboration to make it so implement? That is one we need to foster collaboration among ourselves. Everybody has to play his role according to the mandate and vision, and everybody has a role to play. Organization of persons with disability, civil society organization, development partners, Office of the SSF for Special Need and Equal Opportunity, National Commission for Persons with Disability. We are now in the era of the implementation. The accessibility that we're talking for persons with disability is not only accessibility in the political participation. When you provide an enabling ground for persons with disability to earn an election, we achieve accessibility in that aspect of participation. What of the other aspect? Accessibility in the health sector, accessibility in transportation, not only road transportation, sea and other things. How are we going to engage to come together? Government has already provided a platform to speed the implementation. And this is even what my office is doing. Rightly, I advocate to the president that there is need for us to speed the implementation. And Mr. President, under his wisdom, under his power, he approved the Presidential Task Force Committee for the implementation of accessibility for persons with disability. All these members of the ministry, all of them, they are inside. How are we going to see? We are now in the 6 years and we still thank God. Even if you go to United States of America, their act now into law is almost getting to 37 to 38 years, but they're still facing discrimination. But Nigeria is still weak. We have to thank God for where we are, but we need to double our effort. The issue of breaking barrier for persons with disability is not the only responsibility of the government, no. Everybody. If you see something, say something. If you are a director in a ministry, whenever you see a person with disability, a file of persons with disability, or anything for persons with disability, make your effort to speedy it. Government has provided. It is we, the government. Who are the government? It is organization of persons with disability that are the government. Is it the SSS office that are the government? Is the regional office also their government? Disability can happen to anybody. I'm not like that. Everybody knows me in struggle. I involved in ghastly motor accident that confined me to a wheelchair for almost 17 years now. And I thank God for my life. I experienced a double life. I'm working on my leg up to my graduation. I'm 29 years when I have an accident. And after accident, even on the wheelchair, I did not even give up. I obtained 2 different master's degree on this my wheelchair. Everybody knows me. I don't need to tell you. I'm always I ask God, give me a way where I can make my open contribution on the issue affecting person with disability. What I'm trying to say is my office is number 1. Whenever report actionable report that you develop or you make, come to my office, report to my office, bring it, I will take it to Mr. President for speedy. I have access to Mr. President. That's the extent why Mr. President report me. It's not only to advise him on the issue of persons with disability, this and that. No. This report that you have been doing on research and any issue, report to me. I'm here for persons with disability. That's the extent why Mr. President appointed me. And I'm the one that will take to him for proper implementation. So I really appreciate what you have been doing. Continue the good work, and my office is always open for collaboration to champion the issue of persons with disability. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mohammed. That's really insightful. One of the things that you said that's really struck the chord is the fact that power is not given a la carte. It requires, there's always a part the political party will play. There's also a part individual candidate must play. But more than that, it's also required that all of us, we must say something when you see something. And the fact that your office is always open is something that I really
Hello?
having conversation. You've never You've never said
Okay,
anything, or so I'm so happy that we have people like you in government who are really doing. Please, I really want to take a picture of you. It's going up and on. If you can give me again, I don't have it, so that we are sure that. Please, Honorable Advisor, can you just use your camera once, and then we'll just um, you can close. So, but I'm so happy for the kind of person you are, your doggedness, and for speaking out all the time for person with disability. We are impressed, and I know that some of these things will put it together. Your office is always open. That is the truth. You are very approachable person. So we go straight to the second speaker. If you have questions, please don't. We will have time for Q&A, and then we can also contribute after they've had their first chat. I go straight to Honorable Folashade Arishe, Ondo State Chairperson for a person, board for welfare of person with disability. I'm so impressed with her story because she shared a lot of story when we were in Ondo, what she went through. So our story will inspire us to know that wait, nobody will give you that political position just because you are a person with disability. You have to really show that you have the skill, you have what it takes, and you can withstand any form of intimidation.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. Can I go on?
On
Good,
mute.
good morning.
Morning. Mr. Arishe, on mute, please. Are you muted? I can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, now you are here. We can hear you now. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I want to appreciate the Director, Center for Disability Inclusion in Nigeria. Thank you very much for this great opportunity. And I want to welcome the SSA to Mr. President on Disability, this Honorable Habaisa. Thank you for coming, and thanks for seeing you again. Point of correction to the Director of Center for Disability Inclusion in Nigeria. You said chairperson. My office is not chairperson, it's a chairman, because what a man can do, a woman can do better. Yes. What a man with disability can do, a woman with disability can even do more better. He's a chairman. As you can see, I'm sitting on my chair. And this is office of the...
I quite understand your views.
Yes. I'm Princess Arishe Folashade. I came from Ondo State, area of the local government. I'm the firstborn of my parents. I came from a uniform family. My parents are uniform officers. And I want to appreciate my late parents, especially my dad, my father. Although I am a victim of polio in my case, but thank God for today, and thank God for my father that brings me out, that never allowed me to see my disability as nobody in the family, because I came from a polygamous family, and being a person with disability, if you came from a polygamous family, you might face a lot of challenges. But I kudos to my dad that made me to be who I am today. I've been in politics for long because it's on my blood. It's when I was very, very young. When I was in NC in the year 2003, I contested for now. That is now the National Ondo State Junior Association for Vice President. When I contested, in fact, my dad was telling me maybe I cannot win. because of my disability, because he believed people would vote for me because of my physical appearance. But he's a man that always encouraged me. But sometimes we just think of that disability. But then I won that election with 2 votes. Since then, I have been in politics. Politics have been in my blood, because I have been seeing people in politics, especially beautiful people, handsome people, married women in politics, and they are doing fine. But my thinking when I was very, very young then, my thinking is finite, but I believe I can even do it. Because my belief is, being a woman with disability, if I join politics, as you can see that people are thinking of seeing every woman, that if women join politics, may be another side of, to a man. But being a woman with disability, I thank God that my disability has given me out, has never made me to join having a bad attitude. I joined politics in Nigeria politics, my Ondo State, my constituency politics in year 2012, year 2013. Then that was the late governor of Ondo State was the late then. He contested for the governor, then he lost the election. So I was, a part of that team that was following them to campaign, going up and down, moving from village. Many people are abusing me there that, what are you looking for? But I know what I'm looking for, because I want to be somebody in my family. I want to be somebody that will make an example, because we don't have politicians in my house. I am the first person that join politics. Even those people, those able people that even join politics, they discourage them that they can't make it. But I changed the narrative in my family. Then in that 2012, the governor lost the election. People were asking me, even the governor of Ondo State then, the Governor Nico, sent someone to me. I was even thinking of, who am I for him to send someone to me that I should come and join their party? Because then I mobilized people with disabilities to that campaign for Akelebelu, and it was the first time in the history of Ondo State. 33 persons with disability for campaign, doing our own campaign different, inviting the press officer to come and interview us. But thank God, in 2014, 15, then they were, I will always appreciate the former president of Nigeria, our president, Muhammadu Buhari. Then they make amendment of that constitution on basically that persons with disability should be included. And I want to appreciate the state chairman, the Secretary to make it. He was the state chairman. Then seeing my ability in politics, immediately when they were doing expo meeting at the party secretariat, they had the party member that who do you want him or her to be part of this expo. Everybody were shouting, let's bring this girl that is following us to do campaign. Let's bring her in. But immediately, thank God they called me and they gave me my letter. Immediately, I joined member of state working committee and state exco. Even when I look at it in Nigeria, I am the first person that joined that exco as member of state exco working committee and state exco then. But thank God in 2015, I encouraged myself because I attended a seminar in Calabar, that is through the Barrister Sharon, and through one of my political mothers, then they sent me to Calabar to attend a young women in politics in Calabar. So when I got to that Calabar, I was many people, young ladies, and the only women with disabilities. They were talking of the organizer of that UAD program now says, how many people that are aspirants or we have once contested for a post, many people were raising their hands. Those people that are even younger than me. I was, imagine that Sunday I you can do this. Why can't you go home and contest for a post? That encouraged me. Immediately I get home and they were collecting a form. nomination form. Immediately, I just look at myself. Go in, go and collect your nomination form. Contest. Those people that are contesting, they are not more than you. Even though if they have money, then I don't have a car. I don't even know how to drive. I don't have anything. So I'm only taking a bike. But thank God, when I contested, people were even thinking of it in my local government. I don't have money. I don't have money. But some of my friends, they gathered money. I have talking of change then, like 10,000 naira. It's not even more than, it's not up to 20,000. I gather it, make a poster, take it in my local government and the party secretariat. Then I organized my unit. I started attending a youth meeting, ward meeting. Then I did a small rally. We are 7 up in number. I'm the youngest among them. Even I can say I'm one of their grandchild that is even protected with them. But I was, during that campaign, I believe I'm going to win that election. But on the other hand, I was discouraged. Many negative words to me, to my poster, sending a message, writing a message, a derogatory language to my poster that how can a cripple contesting for a post? But even then, I have to make it. I start on a wheelchair, make it on my poster that I want people to know that I'm a woman with disability and I can do it because I have to keep the hope alive in my life, in everybody's life. Well, during my manifesto, during the screening, they came from Abuja. I was given a first person to do my screening. They gave me special treatment. I was so happy. I was not discouraged. But even my I don't want to mention it, but I would like to mention it. I have a stepmother that even say a lot of things that she just doing it, she just do that. But thank God for today. At that election, I was asked to step down. I said no. Even if it is 10 million naira you are going to give me, then I will never step down. A lot of the actors that we are contesting together, they called me that they want to give me money for me to give them my own vote. I said no because I went to rural area to campaign. Even without even having a car, I took a bike. I don't mind. But I know I'm bringing that name out. I'm bringing my disability out. But then, during that election, I lost that election due to money issue because I don't want to say it's because of my disability. Because attitude is very, very important in the society. Even when you join politics, you must have a good attitude. If you don't have a good attitude from your unit, from your ward, nobody can recognize you. But I don't want to say it is not because of my disability that makes me to lose that election. It is issue of money that makes me because people in the rural area or everybody, I can tell everybody, people love money. They want you to give them money. And those people that I'm contesting with, they have a bank manager, they have a retired oil manager, the petroleum, but I don't have money now. Actually, I have money. I'm very, very sure that I'm going to win that election. But thank God, when I lost that election, and I want to appreciate the late governor. I feel a so rest in perfect peace. The governor actually that man gave me house. He gave me to my family, he gave me to the society that I'm somebody in the society. Immediately he won the election in 2017 when he was sitting, I called him, I said, oh God, don't forget me. Especially, don't worry. I'm not going to forget it. But thank God, before he spent 1 year, he appointed me as special assistant to the governor on disability matter. That is how I started. But I still have that mission to contest very soon. But later on, I push because immediately when I collected that state, I said I cannot be eating in 2 places. Let me leave that state and give it to a person with disability like me. Then I have to drop it to another person with disability, then continue that special assistance. Then after that, after he contested, but thank God, I married during when I collected that special assistant. I have a beautiful daughter. If you are women with disability, we are not okay. They don't have a good husband. My husband is a uniform officer in the Nigeria Army Force. But today, I'm a board chairman. This same governor appointed me 2 years ago as chairman of the agency for welfare affecting with disability, and the first female. We have a male before as the chairman after his tenure. Then he appointed me as the chairman of the agency. And thank God, person with disability in Ondo State, then because I want to say I'm the first person that bring it out that let persons with disability to be in politics. If you see anybody that's into or any politics in Ondo State, they are part of my footsteps. They've seen my footsteps before coming to politics. Not be the blackmailing of politics or not. But I want to appreciate God today. I'm the chairman of the agency for the welfare of persons with disabilities.
Wow, Honorable Aisha, I know that if I give you time, you will continue to talk and talk. I know you are so passionate about your life, and we are so happy for what you are doing. And I'm sure that there are some people from Ogun State who have contested for election of PWD. I'm sure they will learn something from what you have just shared. Doggedness, you talk about your attitude and the network you have built is also important in whatever you do, even though we know that you need some money, but your attitude. But you see, people are watching who is really doing what. If you have given up, the late Akeredolu would not have seen you to have given you this opportunity. In fact, like you said, you were not there when they were asking who should we take. But somebody said, let's even take this lady. So you see what even if you are a person without disability, power is not giving a la carte. That is for free. You have to show that you want it. Like she said, she's the first politician and first female politician in her family, and she keep that she wanted to make a point, and she's making it. I wish that one day I will see you as a Ondo State governor one of these days. It's possible. You keep doing it. It's not impossible. But just it can be a long walk to freedom. I know that you keep building your network as chairperson for. Sorry that I keep saying chairperson. We're being politically correct, chairperson instead of a chairman for a lady. So that's why I say chairperson. So we appreciate you, and I'm sure that many people, when we upload and edit this and put it on our video on our YouTube, you continue to remain an inspiration to some of them. Though somebody has said, don't don't make people look like an inspiration. That's not right. But I'm so glad that you are able to share something. I'm sure that in other conversation we would like to have you. We go straight to everybody will have their own second thought and question and answer. But I want to say thank you for everybody that is here. I see you, Dr. Michael from Ogun State Journal Picture Person. Thank you for joining. And then the person from Force Adaptation, thank you for joining. And all of you, chairperson of different journal paper and clusters, Mr. Ade Miluyi Adebowale, thank you. You are in Lagos State, I know, and I see a lot of people like that here. Thank you for joining. So we go straight to Honorable Mayor to give us, to share with us his experience and how he is able to get there. Thank you, Honorable Olarewaju, the Special Assistant to the Governor of Osun State. I sorry that I saw your name in there. So thank you for coming, and I wish that when we have the first talk, you can also share something, because I know that you're a strong politician from it. Everybody keeps saying that, like you've really done a good work in that place. So, but first of all, let's go to the Honorable Mayor, Comrade Mayor. Over to you. Comrade, are you still here? Unmute yourself, I think. Comrade, unmute yourself. Oh, you were here.
Yeah, good morning, all. Thank you for having me. Hear me?
All right, sir.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Please
Can you hear me?
Yes. We
Hello?
can hear you now. Yes, we can hear you, but use your camera for one time or something. Yes, sir. Mayor, we can hear you again, no. On mute, it appears that your mic is muted. Check at the bottom, there's a place to unmute yourself, and then your mic is still muted. Please unmute.
Yes, I'm unmuted.
Yes.
It is unmuted.
What about your camera? Are you using two devices? There's one that has your name, but it doesn't show that the mic is unmuted already. Hey, good.
Hello?
Hello, yes. Okay, go ahead.
You can hear me now?
Yes, sir.
It's all right. Thank you for having me. My name is Honorable Ekbomokomo Mayor Dotmare. I am the chairman, Joint National Association of Persons with Disability, and also an SSA to the governor on general duties, Bayelsa State. First and foremost, let me appreciate the Director Olayinka Olaito for this noble platform and gesture and this initiative, trying to make up at least gather persons with disability to gain a gainful what do I say, to attain representation at every other team. I see your work. You have been doing a great work in Nigeria. I most sincerely approve and appreciate you. Then from Bayelsa State, I want to extend the heartfelt gratitude to what you have been doing. And also my senior colleague, my boss, who is the president on the special needs, Honorable Abayisa. I want to extend my greetings from Bayelsa State for the work you have been doing. May God continue to keep you and protect you. And also my sister from Ondo. Thank you and God bless you. Yes, actually.
Not anymore. Mayor, we can hardly hear you again, no.
Hello?
You are back. Maybe internet.
It's very bad. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, network. This was the network. Very sorry. Okay, sir.
Niggers!
Most of our people are facing the challenge. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, okay, you are better now. But you may off your camera if it is creating more issue.
Okay, the camera, I can cut the camera.
That's better.
Okay.
You can hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, okay. When we talk about disability participation in politics, at least there are some important areas that we need to look into because we are actually really facing a lot of challenges.
Hacked by CCP to Nest. Fuck niggas. Fuck all niggas. Hacked by CCP to Nest. Fuck niggas. Fuck all niggas. Hacked by CCP to Nest. Fuck niggas. Fuck all niggers. Hacked by CCP Donetsk. Fuck all niggers. Hacked by CCP Donetsk. Fuck niggers. Fuck all niggers. Hacked by
Children listen.